Hello and welcome to the 7th grade math first quarter assessment. Make sure that you put your name at the top of the paper here so that we know whose paper this is. I will read through each question and then pause for a few seconds so you may go ahead and make sure that you're getting your answers down. So here we go. Question 1. Jillian exercises 5 times a week. She runs 3 miles each morning and bikes in the evening. If she exercises a total of 30 miles for the week, how many miles does she bike each evening? Which of the following would be an equation that describes this situation? Select all that apply. Letter A, 5 parentheses x plus 3 n parentheses equals 30. Letter B, negative 5 parentheses x plus 3 and parentheses equals 30. Letter C, 5x plus 3 equals 30. Letter D, 5x plus 15 equals 30. Or letter E, 30 equals 5x plus 30. Remember that you may select all that apply. Okay, question 2. A sweater is on sale for 33% off the original price. Which expression shows the amount owed for the sweater? Letter A, 100% minus 33%. Letter B, 100% minus 77%. Letter C, 77% minus 33%. Or letter D, 33% minus 100%. Which expression shows the amount owed for the sweater? Okay, moving on to number 3. Which expression below is equivalent to A plus 0.003A? Is it letter A, 1.003A? Is it letter B, 1.003A squared? Is it letter C, 1.003? Or is it letter D, 0.003A squared? Okay, moving on to number 4. Solve the following equation. 12 parentheses x plus 9 equals negative 108. Is A, x equals 18, B, x equals negative 18, C, x equals 9, or D, x equals negative 9? Solve the equation and figure out which of those 4 answers is correct. Now we're going to go to the second page and start with number 5. It says which expressions below are the same as 14 minus 2x. Again, we are selecting all that apply. Roman numeral 1 says 2 parentheses 7 minus x n parentheses. Roman numeral 2, 7 minus parentheses negative 7 n parentheses plus 2x. Roman numeral 3, 7 minus 7 minus 2x. Roman numeral 4, 14 minus x minus x. And Roman numeral 5, 28 over 2 minus 2x. Again, select all that apply that are the same as 14 minus 2x. So is it letter A, Roman numerals 2 and 3 only? Letter B, Roman numerals 1, 4, and 5? Letter C, Roman numerals 1 only? Or letter D, Roman numerals 1 and 5 only? Okay, moving on to the next couple questions. You're going to need the rest of this page here. We have used the following equation to answer questions 6 through 8. The steps for solving the equation 3 parentheses x plus 5 and parentheses equal 45 are shown below. So number 6 wants to know, for step 1, we have 3x plus 15 equals 45. So we are coming down to the bottom here, and it says fill in each blank with the property that best justifies each step. Choose from the following properties. So is that property A, subtraction additive inverse property? Is it B, associative property? Is it C, commutative property? Letter D, distributive property? Or letter E, division multiplicative inverse property? Which one of these properties goes up here for step 1 in number 6? Number 7 for step 2. We have 3x plus 15 equals 45, and then this line we subtract 15 from each side, and then we end up with 3x equals 30. Again, which property is this? A, subtraction additive inverse property. B, associative property. C, commutative property. D, distributive property. Or E, division multiplicative inverse property. For number 8, we are looking at step 3 and step 4. Step 3 shows 3x, and we have a division sign 3 equals 30, division fraction bar 3. And they have step 4 is x equals 10. Again, which of the following steps is this, or which of the following properties fits these two steps? Is it A, subtraction additive inverse property, B, associative property, C, commutative property, D, distributive property, E, division or multiplicative inverse property? Moving on to the next page, looking at number 9. Bob's monthly phone bill is made up of a $10 fee plus 5 cents per minute. Bob's phone bill for July was $22. Write an equation to model the situation using M to represent the number of minutes. Solve the equation to determine the number of phone minutes Bob used in July. Again, you are going to show your work here in this space provided so that we may see what you understand from this problem. Okay, moving on to number 10. We have a number line here that you may use to help yourself and show this on the number line. 10A says Zach is a running back for the football team. On first down, Zach ran for a positive 8 yards. On second down, he was tackled for a 10-yard loss. Use the number line below to model the problem. And again, you're showing your work on this number line. Okay, part B. How many yards will it take the team to get back to the original line of scrimmage? Explain your answer. Again, you're provided space here to show your work so that we may see what you understand from this problem. Okay, looking at number 11. Two cousins that live in different places were comparing temperatures in their hometowns. The chart below shows their results for a day in May. We have cousins in the first column, dawn in the second column, noon in the third column, 3 o'clock p.m. in the fourth column, and dusk in the fifth column. The first row has Jeremy, 31 degrees, 16 degrees warmer than dawn, 12 degrees warmer than noon, and 18 degrees cooler than 3 p.m. The second row has Joshua, 54 degrees, 18 degrees warmer than dawn, 22 degrees warmer than noon, and 23 degrees cooler than 3 p.m. The question states, find the difference between the highest temperature of Joshua's data and the lowest temperature of Jeremy's data. Again, find the difference between the highest temperature of Joshua's data and the lowest temperature of Jeremy's data. Our answer choices are A, 53 degrees, B, 41 degrees, C, 63 degrees, or D, 88 degrees. Okay, moving on to the next page. Number 12 says, Annie bought 20 pounds of hamburger for a family reunion cookout. What is the maximum number of 1/3 pound burgers she can form from the meat? Again, what is the maximum number of 1/3 pound burgers she can form from the meat? Is it A, 20, B, 40, C, 60, or D, 80? Okay, looking at number 13. Carpenters typically use measuring tapes that are divided into 16 equal pieces, or 16ths. Denzel is measuring the lengths of lumber he needs to cut for a project. He measures 2 pieces to be cut at 9 3/16 inches and 3 other pieces to be cut at 12 5/8 inches. How many inches of lumber will he need for this project? Put the answer here. Again, how many inches of lumber will he need for this project? Okay, letter B. If boards come in 3-foot lengths, how many boards will Denzel need? Explain your reasoning. Again, please show your work in the space provided. Okay, moving on to number 14. As a part of her club's activities, Mrs. Wilmar bought 10 jars of preserves to sell at a club carnival. If each jar of preserves was 9 3/8 ounces, how many ounces would Mrs. Wilmar sell if she sold all her jars? Again, how many ounces would Mrs. Wilmar sell if she sold all of her jars? Would it be A, 93 3/4, B, 19 3/8, C, 90 3/8, or D, 13 3/4? Okay, moving on to the next page. Number 15. Which of the following rules apply when multiplying and dividing rational numbers? Roman numeral 1. If the signs are alike, the product or quotient is positive. Roman numeral 2. If the signs are opposite, the product quotient is positive. Roman numeral 3. If the signs are alike, the product quotient is negative. Or Roman numeral 4. If the signs are opposite, the product quotient is negative. So again, which of the following rules apply when multiplying and dividing rational numbers? Is it letter A, both 1 and number 2 Roman numerals? Is it letter B, both 1 and number 4 Roman numerals? Is it letter C, both 3 and 4 Roman numerals? Or is it letter D, both 2 and 3 Roman numerals?